Here's a check of today's top headlines, the news you need to know before you head out the door. The CDC tells CBS News deadly winter storms will cause widespread delays of vaccine shipments over the next few days. The weather brought a tornado to Brunswick County, North Carolina, killing at least 3 people. Texans dealt with another night of record low temperatures in the single digits as millions shivered in the cold and dark. The electrical grid there cannot keep up with demand. Rolling blackouts are suspended in our area, but that does not mean we're out of the woods just yet. Yesterday, the Southwest Power Pool announced they were returning to a level 3 alert, which required utility members to implement rolling blackouts to reduce the load on power plants. Just before 1 yesterday afternoon, the SPP announced they were moving back to an energy emergency alert level 1, which means all of their electric resources are being used and they're at risk of not meeting demand. A new temporary warming shelter is set up at the Lincoln Center in Pittsburgh next to the Aquatic Center. The shelter was set up as a collaboration between a student group and the city. It can shelter up to 20 people. Coats, meals, and cleaning supplies will be given to those who need them. Extras will also be donated. Authorities say if you see a frozen over a lake or pond, don't walk on it. You can't tell just by looking how thick the ice is. Even if it appears to be thick enough, flowing water underneath could affect the thickness of the ice. Authorities say if you see someone fall through ice, immediately call 911 and don't go after them. If the ice couldn't hold them, it can't hold you. Instead, try to reach them with a branch, a rope, or a ladder, something long that you can use to pull them out without putting yourself at risk. That's a check of today's top headlines, the news you need to know before you head out the door.
Snowy Wednesday morning, big difference between this bout and what we first encountered earlier this week. This is a wetter snow, much thicker, bigger flakes, and really hampering driving conditions. Need to stay off the roads if at all possible and look down to the southwest because that's the direction where it's coming from. We've got a couple more hours on our hands here. It's going to end up being 3 to 5 inches. We've got winter storm warnings for northeast Oklahoma and northwest Arkansas. Everybody else under a winter storm advisory. It lasts all the way until 6 o'clock tonight. Now, as it eventually clears off, temperatures still going to be below freezing for the next 2 days. We begin our little bit of a melt on Friday. We got 40s over the weekend. And of course, you can find not only your closings, but all your road conditions as well. Just go to KOAMnewsnow.com.
Is your favorite